AI agents are spreading fast across developer laptops, cloud services, internal systems. But as that sprawl happens, governance hasn't kept pace. Why does that distribution across environments make these agents so difficult to govern in the first place?
So we actually noticed this ourselves. Like half a year ago, we started moving to become an AI native organization. And we started running autonomous AI agents for our own individual needs within our teams, etc. And so we have multiple teams. We have marketing, we have GTM, we have engineering. All of these guys, they want to run agents. And we found out that actually it's not the problem of having great technologies. There are bits and pieces of technologies everywhere, and each one of technologies addresses different pieces of the puzzle. But we didn't find anything that we could actually use to ourselves to really understand that where does the agents actually have access and how can we actually govern the access. And that's basically, we started building this platform basically initially for our own needs. And we found out at the end that, hey, this is actually pretty cool. And maybe actually some of the other organizations are in the same spot as we are. So that's where it all started, with our own internal needs. And it took off from there.
Since you folks use it internally, so you know better than anyone else that governance is a kind of word that gets thrown around a lot. But what does governing AI agents actually mean in practice beyond the buzzword and the marketing language?
I'm a developer by heart, myself. And for me, actually, governance is kind of not one of my favorite words, to be honest. But actually what I learned by being a massive user of Claude Code and Codex and all of these coding agents is that I started to feel like that, hey, actually I want to have a little bit of a governance for my AI agents that I'm now running on my laptops even. So if you think about that, all the places where these AI agents have access to, they have basically access to my entire operating system, even though sometimes they might be asking permission if they can do something or not. But we all know that, sometimes they just don't. And that kind of drove us to that the problem starts from the individual user's machine already. And what can we do in there? And then it goes all the way to the autonomous agents that then the enterprises run on their production environments. And there are multiple layers. It's a connectivity to all the critical business contexts, and also how do you manage secrets and everything related to that. So it's a very, very complex topic, and it took quite some time for us to put all the bits and pieces together for this solution.